Hello everybody and welcome to English Exam World. Today I'm going to be walking you through our latest feature, Test Simulator. Okay, so before we get started, if you are new to English Exam World, we are an English exam preparation platform for the B2 First, C1 Advanced and IELTS academic exams. So for self-study learners, Test Simulator automatically appears in the exam testing platform. But if a learner is part of a school, then there are just a few extra but very simple steps to make it accessible to them. So for learners in schools, it's the teacher who grants access to the Test Simulator. So here I'm logged in as a teacher. If I come to the dashboard, click on Classes, click on My Class where my students are. Then if I come over to class settings, I just want to make sure that this final option, allow students to access Test Simulator, is ticked. Once it's ticked, your students will be able to access the Test Simulator. So Test Simulator lives in the exam testing platform. So to find it, if we click on any of our exams here, let's say B2 First, come into exam testing platform. Then here we will find all of our practice tests, but to find Test Simulator, come over to the left-hand side, scroll down, and you'll see it in the bottom left-hand corner. Click it, and that will launch Test Simulator. So let's have a look then at the reading section of the Test Simulator in more detail. And here we'll cover the B2 First, C1 Advanced and IELTS academic reading sections so you can see how they work. So we're currently in the B2 First reading and use of English paper. So there are 7 parts. And to access each part, we come up to the top left-hand corner and we can click on the part number to cycle through. Now, you may have also noticed that there is a timer counting down at the top of the screen. So that will automatically start to count down the moment the learner starts the reading paper. And when it gets to 0, the paper will automatically submit. But let's say a learner finishes slightly earlier. They can submit the paper manually in the top right-hand corner by clicking Submit Paper. Now, what this will also do is it will check each part and each question to make sure that there is an answer. And if there isn't, it will flag it. So in this case, I haven't answered any of the questions in any of the parts, so it's flagging all of them. But let's say there's one question in part 7 that the learner didn't answer. So this would then read unanswered questions in part 7. So it's just a way to basically prompt the learner to say, hey, you haven't answered all of the questions. If they've done that deliberately and they've just left one question blank, then they can go ahead and submit the paper anyway, but it's just in there as a warning to them. Speaking of warnings and sort of more safeguards, if a learner accidentally closes the tab during a test or they press the exit button in the top right-hand corner, then they are warned as well. So if a learner goes to close the tab, then a prompt comes up. Do you want to leave? They can click cancel and carry on. And the same with the exit button in the top right-hand corner as well. They're prompted, are you sure? And they can click stay and carry on with the test. But if they do accidentally exit the test, then all of their answers are saved and stored so that when they come back in, all of the sort of existing answers or the questions they've answered so far will also reappear. There are also some other features to the reading paper, and this applies to all 3 of the exams. So there's this full screen toggle where the learner can toggle full screen. It's possible to show or hide the timer. You can toggle between light and dark mode and also increase the text size. One other thing to show you is for the longer reading texts, you do get this split view. So the reading text on the left, the questions on the right. You can exit that split view so it will show the reading text and the questions will appear underneath. But if we want to mirror sort of the more live exam experience where they do split, we can do that here. You can also adjust the width of either of these columns. So if you want to make the reading column slightly wider, you can. Likewise, if you want to make the questions slightly wider, you can. You can also highlight words or sentences. So simply highlight them like this. And then if you want to remove it, you can click remove. If we come and take a look at IELTS, it looks very similar with the same options as well. You've also got the same toggle to go through. We've got the text on the left-hand side. We've got the questions on the right-hand side that you can scroll through. And then also you can navigate between each passage. When you're finished, again, come in, click submit. And when you're ready, click submit paper, or if the timer runs out, then you'll be taken to the next part of the test.